music. Da, 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 da.
Josh, sit down. We're supposed to be professionals here.
There he is, yeah. Let's bring that back. There he is, Dirty Dango. You know, he judged my fashion earlier.
Is that right?
Yeah, look at that. He's got a pink AML shirt on. I love it.
I'm guessing you didn't get a passing grade on your
I
fashion.
did.
Oh, good.
Look,
good.
I got Spider-Man socks on. He liked that.
Okay.
He said we almost match. We're in the same color family, just not the exact same color. Rocking the red. Close to 4th of July, you know. But there he is, the challenger for the AML Wrestling Championship, who right now is one of the more popular guys in this building, due solely to the fact of who he's wrestling tonight, Brad.
One star.
What? What'd you say?
Didn't say anything.
Oh. We had a lot of history.
Yeah, a lot to unpack between these two.
Even if you are unfamiliar with wrestling history or how wrestling works behind the scenes or anything like that, just go on to AML Wrestling social media and look at the two videos that these two young men posted or that were posted by AML Wrestling, and it will tell you pretty much a synopsis of where we're at with these two young men. But we're going to talk about it. So I'm going to save you some clicks. Our algorithm probably is not going to be happy, but we'll talk about it.
Turning his back on his opponent. Attitude has not made eye contact with Dango yet. Really a sign of disrespect, turning his back on his opponent.
Introducing first, the challenger, coming from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at lean, this is Dirty Dango.
Tampa, Florida is where the history between these two men began.
I heard they had some championship wrestling.
Coming from the Vegas Strip, weighing in 242 pounds, he is the current and reigning AML Wrestling Champion, the one-star Brad Attitude!
And Attitude has yet to look the challenger in the eye. This is the first time that these two men have been at the same place at the same time in, gosh, over a decade, I would imagine. And yeah, turning his back to the challenger.
I mean, eventually he's got to turn around.
He does, but...
Because he's got to wrestle.
Boy, champ, maybe starting to mind games early? I don't know. Careful. Somebody's wiped your tailbone already.
There he goes. He's turning around. But I don't even think still he's looked at him.
No, has not.
Betray me one more time. Go ahead.
Betray me one more time, says the champion.
Come on.
And we have got a fight between champion and challenger here in the early moments of this one. First half of a huge double main event. And man, like we talked about, so much to unpack here. These two men were in the developmental system of WWE over a decade ago. Now what would be called NXT. Yep. They were traveling partners. They were workout partners. They were former roommates. Dango lived just a couple of doors down from Attitude. During Brad Attitude's time in developmental, he lost his mother unexpectedly in an accident. Dango, actually the man who loaned Attitude the money to fly home for the funeral. That's how close these two men were. Attitude said in the lead up to this matchup that he was so proud when Dango got his run, WrestleMania moments, and his theme song being at the top of the charts in the UK. Attitude said he was so proud of Dango having his moment and feels so betrayed that Dango would come to AML Wrestling and try to ruin Attitude's moment now that Attitude is on the top of the mountain. taking it very personally is Brad Attitude that Dango would come to AML Wrestling now after these two have not seen each other in so many years and try to take the title away from him.
You know, I mean, all right, I'm going to talk about the pink elephant in the room, okay? You're not going to get a lot of sympathy from the people here at the Benton Convention Center.
No, that's
because
fair.
of everything that Brad Attitude's done over the last year, year and a half, conspiracy theories and how he won the title and all that stuff. I think that it is a ploy from Brad Attitude to try and get a little bit of sympathy.
Oh, he hit the post. Oh, he hit the post.
I think it's just sympathy. He's just trying to get sympathy so that he can do. I mean, last month he pulled Heath's daughter into the ring.
A month before that, it was Caprice Coleman's young son.
I mean, come on.
To my knowledge, Dango does not have his family here today.
Right.
He may.
I think that may have been why we had that 90-degree shift, right? We got to have a new game plan.
Maybe perhaps that's the best way for Attitude to play the head games this month.
Yeah, maybe.
Play off their history.
That's
with
what I'm
each
saying.
other.
I think that is all it is. That it is head games. It's, pun intended, attitude from the champion.
Attitude says with men like Heath and Dirty Dango coming to challenge him for the title, he realizes now people that he thought were his friends were merely casual acquaintances. Dango, on the other hand, did release a statement, but was very abrupt. Said he did not intend to air out their personal history on social media. He would come to Attitude like a man. And Dango went on to say that he would make history tonight as the pace quickens here between the two. Dango with the back elbow. And what he means by that is very simple. We have seen so many amazing wrestlers come into AML Wrestling and challenge for the Prestige Championship, for the AML Wrestling Championship. Up and over. Hold on. Face first. It was Heath last month. In the past, it has been men like Davey Richards and Too Cold Scorpio and Jake Hager and literally dozens. No man has ever come into AML Wrestling and won the championship on his first night. The closest would be Caprice Coleman when he came back over a year ago and regained the championship. But what we might say, what we might say, no visiting team, so to speak, has ever come through the doors at AML Wrestling and actually won the championship. That is the history that Dango claims he will make tonight.
Now, I know that we've got fans at home that are super fans, and they know every little thing about AML Wrestling, and I know we've got some people pointing at the screen like Leonardo DiCaprio going, bull, bull. Yes, Dango wrestled Caprice Coleman for the AML Wrestling Championship in November last year.
That's true.
But technically, it was at WrestleCade.
That's true.
Not at AML.
That's
so,
true.
yes,
very much
you
like,
super fans are correct.
Very much like what we've talked about earlier with the Future Stars division. Never been on an AML Wrestling card proper.
Yeah, but the database to my right is still correct.
Covered.
So he's still batting 1,000.
That's a great point, though.
I can hear the angry emails being typed up as you were saying it.
Attitude slowing the pace down. Both these men still wrestle a full schedule. Attitude in his 20th year as a pro. Dirty Dango.
Missed.
Right around that period of time. Comparable size and weights on both these men. The reversal of the old Henning neck snap. Almost like a blockbuster from a seated position. Almost got him. Both these men go about in the neighborhood of about 6'3", 6'4", in the neighborhood of about 240, 245.
Yep. And I'm convinced Dirty Dango has a brother that played on The Walking Dead. You know the episode I'm talking about?
I do.
I did my Leonardo DiCaprio moment. I was like, ooh. I was wrong.
There you go. Trying to free himself here. Title is on the line.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth going on here. I mean, that just goes to show how well they know each other, even if they're not professionally familiar with their counters and reverses and all that such in the ring. It's just knowing the other individual. You can almost ESP, kind of feel what they're getting ready to do.
You know, that's a great point. I did not think to research that. Huge bulldog from the champion. I don't know that these two ever actually have had a singles matchup. Cover, too, certainly not for stakes this high. And, you know, again, this is the first time these two men are seeing each other face to face in nearly a decade. Both men's careers have taken them on different paths.
Yep.
Neither man has ever faced this version of the other.
Oh, yeah, good point.
In their final form, so to speak.
Was that a Dragon Ball reference?
A little bit.
Okay. See, I'm getting...
Try to pop in something for the kids every now and then.
Yeah.
We can't always talk about Harley Race.
You know, the 25-year-old kids.
Yeah. Dango trying to get this crowd behind him at the Benton Convention Center. It is the home of WrestleCade weekend this November. We'll be back at the Benton Convention Center. WrestleCade.com has all the info. Attitude, got him! And if Dango does leave here as the champion, you know, we're not that many months away from WrestleCade. It is not inconceivable. Oh, hold on. Lion Salt. No, water in the pool. I was going to say, it is not inconceivable that Attitude would potentially have to wait quite a while for a return match. You know, Dango could take this title on the road, conceivably.
Yeah, very much so. And we've definitely got some fantastic events coming up, which having Dirty Dango as the AML Wrestling Champion would just be a nice little cherry on top for some of the stars that we've got coming into AML Wrestling over the next couple months.
Woo, huge cross body, another bad collision on the outside. Dango is on his feet. I tell you, take it to the skies tonight has been a risky proposition for every man that has tried it.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely have to go back and check my memory, but I think that just about any time somebody went from in to outside, it didn't work.
Varying levels of success, but a nasty collision every time. Dango firing away.
Oh!
Well, these two know each other so well. Caught him!
Turned him inside out.
Cover two! Almost got him.
Lackadaisical cover from the visiting Dango there.
You're right, though. These two know each other so well, and you know, when you have had a 20-year career or you know, in that ballpark, there is so much available footage now with streaming services, with YouTube, with everything. You can, even if you haven't faced each other since 2007 or 2008, you can catch up very quickly. Attitude goes to the eyes. Zigzag.
Oh, there it is. That's it, Brad. That's it.
Cover. No. Whoa! Rolls through. Dirty Dango almost got the title.
Yeah, that was very close. Even referee Ben Grayson was freaking out.
Sits out. Cover. Boy, Dirty Dango has come to Winston-Salem to win. Dirty Dango has come to the home of WrestleCade weekend to leave as a champion on this hot summer afternoon. He has come to make history, and he may do it. Dango.
Might be going for that Alabama Jamma. That used to be a Dango special.
That leg drop off the top. Attitude had to know it was coming. Attitude made a dash for the rope. Grayson connected with the ropes. Attitude, hold on. Stuck him face first. Cover, got him. That quick. Just that quick.
And here is your winner, still the AML Wrestling Champion, the one-star, Brad Attitude.
And Brad Attitude is hitting the highway, Mr. Stutz. He is taking his prize and he is heading home. It's almost like driving like he stole it.
And that quick, though.
Yeah, and some would say that, he ended up stealing that one from Dirty Dango here at Battle Scars. But we've still got our main event ahead of us, Brad. Bunkhouse match starring 8 of the most dangerous men in AML wrestling.
Absolutely. As you see the disappointment on the face of Dirty Dango, wanted to leave here as champion. But a great response here from the crowd at Benton Convention Center after a hell of a title fight.